Hey, so my name is Alice Cunningham, and I am an email strategist and copywriter for e-commerce brands and a few select others. Today, I'm just going to take you through the email strategy that Glossier are using. Now, Glossier are kind of like a natural beauty and skincare brand. By natural, I don't necessarily mean like natural ingredients, although I think they do have some of that. It's what their whole USP is that they are trying to make you just use your natural beauty. They're not trying to encourage you to hide yourself away under a ton of heavy makeup. And I quite like that. I like that approach. I like a lot of I haven't used their products, but they look quite nice. Now, they're a fairly premium brand. They're not cheap. They're not super expensive. They're somewhere in the middle, I'd say. So let's have a look at what they're doing. Now, this is their homepage, and this pop-up came up within a few seconds of me landing here. So this copy, let's take this to your inbox. That's kind of unusual. It's pretty understated, but I think that fits their brand voice. I think that's deliberate. They're trying to not sound too pushy or salesy. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We'll send you occasional emails about what's on our minds. Product launches, beauty routines, events, puppies. Yeah, I like the little bit of humor there with the puppies. I kind of think it's a little bit too understated though, just simply because I'm not getting much sense of what's in this for me. Like, I get why they want to take this approach, and maybe it's working brilliantly for them. I don't know. I would like to feel a little bit more like I have some idea why I should do this. You can still be understated and not pushy, and still give people some idea of what's in this for them. And the fact to me that they say, we'll send you emails about what's on our minds. I don't really want to know what's on your mind so much. I want to know that you know what's on my mind. So that would be something I would try and change. What's nice though is that they are not using a discount as a kind of bait to try and sign up. A lot of brands do that. You've probably seen it. Like, you get a pop up and it's like 20% off for signing up to a list. The problem with that, it's a huge problem with that, is that you are training your customers to expect a discount from you right from the beginning. It is not a good start to your relationship with a new customer to train them to expect a discount from you, because it means they'll never buy your stuff at full price. They're just going to wait till they get more and more discounts. So it's not something that I would do. So that's good they're not doing that. On the other hand, though, they're not actually giving me anything else as a bonus for signing up. And I can think of quite a few things they could do. Now, for a start, we've got up here, they say that we can take a skincare quiz. So a quiz can be a great way to get people on your list. If they could use that quiz. And I'm sure, obviously, if you do that quiz, you will get onto their list. But they could be using it as their main incentive for signing up. Another good idea, because they're a beauty brand, they could send you a free sample. They could maybe that could maybe tie to a purchase, or they could just get a small free sample for signing up. It could just be a nice little thank you. Obviously, you'd have to run the numbers and see if they could afford that, but something to make people feel a little bit special. Just something that makes you think, yeah, this is a brand that actually cares about me, and it is worth me giving my email address in exchange for this benefit. So what happens once I sign up? Let's go and have a look here. So this is the email I got. Now I have deliberately showing you this here with images turned off. Just so you can see what it looks like with images turned off. As you can see, you can't see a great deal. This is a mistake. Customers, like, if you turn the images on, of course the email starts to make sense, but you have to remember that some people will have images turned off by default. And if you have people who are visually impaired reading your emails, they will be using a screen reader, and that will not understand what this is unless you have alt text there. So that's something important to bear in mind, right? You don't want to, if your emails are too image heavy and you're not using alt text, it won't make sense for visually impaired people at all. And anyone that has images turned off, it just won't make sense. So yeah, that's something to consider, because it's something a lot of people do. that side, let's just see. This is what most people would see. I don't think that I would have led with the image here, actually. This is my first email from this brand. I would like to lead with a copy so people could just get to know the brand a little bit. I'm not saying I wouldn't have an image there, it's a nice image, but I would like something from, yeah, I'd like something that just told me a little bit about the brand before I look at any more pictures. I've just come from the website and I've been looking at those already. I don't really need it again at this point. The from line, so they're just Glossier. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I would send this from a person. It could be the CEO, it could be someone else. You might well want to have you'll definitely almost want to have the brand name in that from name, but it could be, like Kate Smith or Glossier or whatever. It's just nice to feel like this is coming from an actual person. It's much more personal. Your emails are an opportunity to kind of develop a more of a one-to-one relationship with your prospective clients that you just can't get by, say, ads, for example. Your first Glossier email. Yeah. I mean, I know that. I'm not sure it needs to be a headline. It's a little bit dull. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. What are we doing down here? We're a beauty brand that makes products inspired by our community, optimized for real life. We also make emails. Again, it's not telling me a huge amount. It's not telling me much about Glossier. I'm already interested because I've signed up for this list. And I think that I just want to know a bit more about the history of the brand here. I would like to know why they got started. I'd like to know what their values are. I'd like to know maybe, an interesting or funny story about them. They've got some really nice copy. And again, this understated approach is quite nice. But I wonder if they're just not, not quite. They're kind of forgetting that they are supposed to be getting people to want to buy here too. There is some nice humour though hopefully we'll figure out one day how to send scented emails. That's quite cute. Talk soon. So that button, I mean, that's really not clear to me. What on earth is going to happen if I click on that? So let's find out. Talk soon. I would think. Okay, so it seems to be taking us back to the website. So talk soon sounds like maybe it might be taken to a contact form, but no, it's just taking me back to the website and back to the same sign up form that I have just seen. Now that's silly. That really is a bit silly because I don't need to see that. I've just signed up. Yeah, I can't think what they're thinking, their motivation for that was, or what they were thinking. Down here we've got these three. These are nice. These are nice. Like these could be really nice, easy first purchases because you've got like a whole kit for skincare, makeup, dewy look. Yeah, that's a really nice idea to sell. Excuse me, to sell as your kind of first purchase. A ready-made set like that. When you don't really know what you need and you can't choose, they're kind of helping you out there. So that's really cool. What I don't like here is this headline: "Loved by everyone." I mean, it's loved by everyone, and it's also loved by no one. I don't know. It doesn't. I want to know why this is something I should care about specifically. Why this is personal to me. Why this is important to me. I don't want to know that it's loved by everyone. I want to feel a bit more special than that. So yeah, I wouldn't. Not so keen on that copy. I'd also be tempted to add a couple of lines here of some copy, just explaining what these things are. Like I can work it out, but it would be nice to have something to lead into these images and these titles, like the 3-step skincare routine. Sorry, just kind of explaining, like these are like 3 options to get you started with Glossier. It's just something really simple, just to explain what this is for. Now down the bottom here we've got Instagram. Meanwhile on Instagram, okay, so that's going to take me to their Instagram page. It's the kind of brand that Instagram, is probably going to be quite a big part of their social marketing, I expect. But I'm not quite sure why this is here. It's something a lot of people do. You stick your social links on the bottom of your emails because why not? I think if Instagram is important to you and getting people to go to your Instagram and sign up and follow you and look at your stuff there, if that's something that's important to you to do, I would make that an email on its own as part of your welcome sequence. I wouldn't just have that down the bottom. It might be that this is on every single email, I don't know. But yeah, it just feels like an afterthought, and it means I'm more likely to go there and forget about this nice makeup set that I was actually about to click on and buy, right? If you're trying to get people to buy something in your email, don't really give them another option to go somewhere else. Focus on getting them to go to the place you really want them to go, and in this case, that would be to one of these three things. The same applies to this strange link back to the homepage. So yeah, I would have changed this to be much more of an introduction, so I can really get to know the company. I really get a feel for their personality, and not just their personality as a brand, because I've got a good idea of that. But what about their personality as individuals? I want to know, if I buy from this brand and something goes wrong, I want to know that they're going to take care of me. I'm not saying I mean that you've got to have copy, saying our customer service is amazing, but I want to just get the feel that they're on my side. And yeah, that's not quite coming through here. And that's a shame, because I think they genuinely seem like a very caring, community-led kind of brand. So yeah, I would change that. So the other thing to say about this email is this actually came through probably an hour after I signed up on the website. So again, yeah, why did they wait an hour? I was expecting to get an email straight away. It's a shame that I didn't get it, because when someone has just signed up, they are really keen to hear more. They're the keenest they've probably ever been, and yeah, it's good to capitalize on that. Give them something straight away so they know that you care about them. Again, it's all about just developing that relationship. And if you wait an hour, people move fast and people expect things to happen instantly. So yeah, I would have said this straight away and not waited that hour. I am being super picky though, I confess. So then something surprising happened, that about 3 or 4 hours after that, I got this. So, given they hadn't emailed me very swiftly, I wasn't expecting another email so soon. It's got this slightly mesmerizing kind of thing here with some makeup or some moisturizer type stuff, I think it is, dripping into a bottle. Yeah, it's hypnotic, I have to say that. But I don't know why I've got this, because I didn't, it's not like I clicked on this product or anything like that. It's not like this is some kind of targeted thing, browser abandonment type thing. It's not. So they just randomly sent me this product. And not only this product, but they've sent me some instructions to tell me to pat a few drops onto freshly washed, still damp skin. I'm not ready for this at all. I've literally had one email, and that email didn't really help me get to know you at all. And now you're just selling me a random product that I haven't asked to see. Yeah, I don't like that. There's more moisture where that came from. Showing me some other moisturizers, great. But again, I mean, one thing they could have done in that first email, or possibly in a second email, is ask people to tell them what kind of products they were most interested in. Are they interested in moisturizer? Are they interested in makeup? If they had used their quiz as well as their in sign-up incentive, rather than just not really having one, then they might well already know that. They might already know what kind of products you were interested in or what was right for you, because they've already made a recommendation via the quiz. So that would mean that you could you could send some highly relevant products that I'd be far more likely to buy. This just feels like they are stabbing in the dark massively, and that's kind of disappointing. And the subject line as well, that almost feels like it's an answer to a question that I never asked. So yeah, this is a strange one. I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't this. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get over the next few days, but that's all for now. So that's all I have for now. So yeah, a few quick takeaways. So yeah, I would think about changing this to provide a more solid incentive for signing up. I would, and if I didn't have any specific sign up incentive, I would at least just tell people a bit more about what you're going to get and why I should care about it. It's just a little bit too laid back and too nonchalant and trying too hard to not sell, because you can sell without being sleazy and cheesy and all that, but it's your job to sell stuff if you are working in e-commerce. Then the first email, I would have much more of maybe an origin story type email, but certainly just something that helps me get to know this brand, helps me get to trust them, helps me start to think, I really love these guys and I might buy from them. But what I did like about this was these 3 kind of packages, all of which could make a really good first purchase from this brand. And then, this slightly weird email that I'm not sure what the thinking was on this at all. And it kind of almost feels like maybe this got stuck in there like Klaviyo Flow by mistake or something. I don't know. But I hope that was useful to you. I hope you learned something. If you have a brand, of a big brand that you would like to see their emails reviewed by me, then please do just leave a comment and let me know, because I am happy to consider all requests. Okay, bye-bye.